looks like no.
All right, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Wayward Ones. I'm off tonight, so I'm gonna get my Vok mug that was designed by Loot Studios, and I'm gonna lean back and enjoy the show. Noah, you reins are all yours.
Welcome back to Dorithia, a Dorithian Divide, session number 19. Whoosh! So close to 20. Previously, you had traveled to New Capital, chasing a target of yours, Dr. Peter, some sort of something. You guys really aren't sure what he is or what he's involved in, but nefarious things for sure. You arrived here, met someone that General Wimrick had told you to meet, a creature named Boots, a small raccoon-like individual, and things quickly escalated into a fight with Peter before things went south there and he escaped, and then one after another things started happening. You were dragged to the castle. You met with the king's grand advisor, Talia, and were invited into a clandestine meeting in a secret room in a closet with some unique individuals, ranging from a dwarf nicknamed Cookie to two gnomes with matching tattoos and a unique set of people. After that, you were put into a troop and you headed to the front lines as it was made clear that a small, relatively small, group of giants were planning on attacking the city. You guys arrived at the front lines, and before you could really do too much prep or take too much thought into any of this, only hours after hearing about it, the fight actually occurred. Probably close to 7:30 at night. So sun is setting now. And the walls caved in and a fight was had. The last strike being done by Finch up through the bottom of the head, right as the breath left your compatriot Winfrey. So, as we get back into tonight, thunder rumbles in your chest as battle rages around you. Time slows, your ears ringing. Rain falls on your heads, soaking you. You hear the muffled sounds of war cries. You all turn and look and see a company of cavalry charging into battle, led by a dwarven man clad in golden armor, wearing an ornate helmet. Finch, you see, stands there, soaking in sweat, blood, and rain, breathing heavily. Sir Rowland, your knees bruising, kneeling over the body of Winfrey as the realization of what has transpired hits you. Fuck. Unconsciousness takes your mind. The last thing you see, the cold, hard stone of the Great Walls of Capital. Up next would be Winfrey, but instead, Rowland, it is your turn. We're going to remain in combat for at least a bit, since Fuck is unconscious and going to be making death saves. What would you like to do, Sir Rowland?
Obviously, I'm torn up by the loss of Winfrey, but I know there's nothing I can do for him. Is Vok nearby? Can I see that he's down?
So you would have seen him fly and hit face first into the stone, and then his body would be limp as it fell. You don't see him exactly, but you know he's outside the wall a bit. Maybe you would guess 60 some feet from you.
I gotta try to get to him. We can't lose another.
Full dash.
Movement, full dash. Yeah.
You pick yourself up, leaning on your sword to stand. You start running over the rubble. You almost have to jump over the large, cold, white hand of the giant you just felled. You use your whole movement, 60 feet, and he's probably 10 or 20 feet from you. But you'll have to get there next turn. Fuck, it is your turn. Go ahead and make a death saving throw for me.
18. 18.
All right. That is a success. As you lie there unconscious, a memory enters your mind. Your daughter, just a little girl, maybe two. You all are just dancing in your kitchen to some bards that were playing out on the street. Finch is up next. He's just gonna sheath his sword and sort of fall back and sit on the ground. And then Rowland, it's your turn again.
Make my way to Vok. Kneel down. Press my hand against his chest. I guess quite literally pray.
Yeah. So you sort of kneel down and begin a small prayer as you sort of start to pick him up and tend to some of his wounds, sort of combat medic while praying. How much do you give him?
I'm gonna pump 4.
Fuck, your eyes open. 4 hit points.
Spit some blood out of my mouth.
You guys are still amidst a battlefield. You see now as the last breath left Winfrey, his bag that he carries at his side. You see the stitches rip and the material almost disintegrates as a collection of things spew out like a fountain.
Fuck.
Finch runs over, starts collecting as much as he can.
I'd like to think Paul will assist in that too.
Sure.
Is there...
I'm gonna help get Vok back on the other side of the wall. Regroup.
You guys regroup around Winfrey's body.
I didn't even cut you off.
No. We gotta get him. We can't leave him out there. We can't.
You hear a large roar and a big thud from far off to your right.
Is it another?
You did see at least 2 others when the fight first started, before your attention was focused on just the one.
Well, yell to Paul and Finch and ask them if they need help quick, and if they don't, then go to cover. But we can't leave our battle buddy out there.
We need to get him to safety, but even if we can just get him onto some sort of skid,
Yeah,
Paul can get him back.
Anything.
Is Larsha nearby in this? I mean, I realize she's.
I don't think Larsha. I think she's remained in the castle.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and I know mechanically speaking, Paul he's can't even perform the help action, but he can carry stuff.
Sure.
That,
he can aid you guys. He's trained enough in that.
So I say we get back, try to get the body of Winfrey
Yeah, can we like shove your shield like underneath the like part of his body that would make like contact with the ground, and just I'll rip my cloak off, and like a fireman's carry where you wrap it underneath their arms and like put it around and just start dragging it.
Dragging him almost.
Yeah. I mean
a shield skid.
Yeah. Okay. You guys cobble something together. I'll just need an athletics check. And where are you guys headed?
I mean,
we gotta get
looking for any sort of shelter, just anything that seems safe.
Yeah, there's probably gates or holes in the wall, like.
Yeah, I mean they broke through the wall right into the city. Everything's, from what you can tell, has sort of stayed right around the wall, so most of the city's been fine, but just the wall territory is fucked.
Probably just the easiest, So
you guys just find any house that's a decent amount distance away and pull them into there. Mm-hmm. Paul just sort of sticks at the door, keeping an eye out as you guys enter in. You all take a quick breath. You see more horses clop by.
All right, Paul. Stay here. Stay safe. If there's anyone still in the house, the denizens of this domicile,
you see like a dog, but no people.
All right. Well, keep the dog safe too. And just bar the door. You'll know if it's us. We're gonna try to go be useful in the fray, but your post is here with Wimpy.
Okay. You see, he pulls out. Didn't he get a short sword or something at some point?
I think he's got. Yeah, I know he's got a sword. I forget whether it's short or long.
I think it's a short sword.
Okay, we'll go with short sword.
Pulls that out.
I know he's got his own shield, and I know he's also got a spear.
He pulls out the shield and short sword. Okay. You see, like a tear falls.
All right.
Did Finch make it back? So Paul made it back.
Yeah, he's with the guys. He's just.
You got all the. Did Wimpy have any healing potions in there? Not that I would. I don't think any. Did
Wimpy have any? You guys use the ointment, right?
Okay.
So that's.
All right.
That's gone. I don't know what's Wimpy got on him.
Well, I wouldn't say it in a prying like thing, because that would be rude. And
what's Wimpy got that we can use?
Yeah. Is there anything that we can quickly glance at and say, hey, grab this? Because I'm guessing, Rowan, are we gonna go back out and see?
I mean,
or do we take a short rest?
I have to, but I'm not gonna lie. I am not doing real well, and I've got 4 more points that I could do for lay of hands, but that's nothing in the scope of.
I mean, I'm worthless without a rest, because I'm just gonna get hit and go down, and that's gonna be more of a trouble. So, and I'm pretty sure Finch is probably there too.
I can look. I don't know where your guys' character sheets are. Okay, here's weird for you. I think
if you have
Finch
the farm, can you dump them into the chat sometime? I'm trying to save them.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it now. You don't have to do it now.
Oh, just clicked on his sheet. It says dead. Let's see. Winfrey's got a couple magic items that you guys would see. The rod. The bag of holding's obviously not functional anymore. He's got the robe that was on him that was magical. Just if you're looking for things that instantly pop.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna suggest that we harvest that stuff right now. Just maybe a quick glance to see if that ointment's all used.
He has one potion. He has one potion that's unlabeled.
That's not a great sign.
No.
Two potions. No, 3 potions. Oh my gosh, he's got 3 potions. But I don't think Winfrey ever took the time to label them. I don't know if you guys even. I think you identified them. Would Winfrey have labeled them? I'll say not because I think that's more fun. So he has 3 potions that are unlabeled. One that's like a dark blue, one that's a like silvery metallic, and another that's just like a orange. Looks like orange juice almost.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying this is not the time to dig. This is time to figure out where we're at. Are we gonna go out there and push, or?
I think we have to short rest.
Okay.
I mean, is it even viable to do? I mean, this is the middle of a siege.
Can we bear like this? We found a house, right? So if we put Paul with is it 1 story, 2 story? Is it like a residential home that's abandoned? Are there people in here?
It's just like there's a dog in here, but most people were, because they did have a little bit of prep time, most people were escorted from the city, sent to somewhere you don't know. But there's just a dog in here. There's no people. 1 story. It's just like a small, basically like a bachelor pad, just a little apartment.
And if we look out the windows, like we go to the window, like is there a lock on the door, like a quick lock, or can?
There's a small lock, but it's not much. It's just like a little tiny lock like that. You look out the window, you see from your vantage point, you see soldiers and cavalry still running towards the walls, and you hear fighting, you hear screaming, you hear loud stomps and thuds, and you see like there's one section now, it's like raining, it's thundering, it's kind of dark now, it's the sun's setting, it's cloudy, there's the occasional lightning that gives you a bit more visibility, but you see like a pile, like a cloud of not smoke but like steam rising up from somewhere, just like off, like over a house. You just see it.
Are there curtains?
Yeah.
I guess if grab like a Roland, help me move this table in front of the door. Maybe we can like block the door, close the curtains, just keep an eye out, and try to short rest.
No. I'll help barricade everything. I want to make sure, no offense to Winfrey, but I am going to take my shield back.
Sure.
Let's take anything furniture-wise, shelves, whatever it takes, to try to barricade.
Easy enough. You guys just shove everything at the door, close the curtains.
I don't know if there's much we could do to barricade the window. That's kind of more Winfrey's.
But there was curtains, so we could close them, and one of us could just stay by and listen.
Yeah. Keep it dark.
There's a shelf. If you wanted to like shove the shelf up against the window, you could. But if you want,
let's do that. Okay. I don't know how many windows there are, but whatever it takes, whatever we can.
There's the front door, and then there's a window that's like, it's like a stupid New York apartment window that just looks to like another apartment building. You're like, what's the fucking point?
Or a wall, like a brick wall,
it's just a brick wall. The alley's like a foot wide, but then there's the other one that you kind of can see more out of.
Yeah, that window's only good for smoking a cigarette.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's all right, but that's good. We'll prioritize the trafficked window, and we'll try to get a rest.
Try to take a short rest. All right.
Yeah.
You guys.
This feels like a horrible idea, but I have no other options.
You guys sit and take a short rest. About 30 minutes in, you just hear some footsteps coming the other way, like a collection of footsteps. Very light though, not the heavy clad soldiers that you've seen so far, and certainly not giant steps. They almost sound like like a group of kids running by. The footsteps are so light. Fuck, you kind of peer. You peer behind the curtain, and you see just like a group of white-haired, black-clothed individuals run by the house. And you see another group of soldiers running at them, and they clash, and you hear a big battle happening.
These
not too far outside the home.
Soldiers they look, yeah, they don't
make a history check.
History. Yeah, that's a solid 10 right there.
10. Okay, it's pretty common knowledge, so 10's not bad. You won't get details. But you would know that there's the Biting Ridge, which is a collection of mountains in the north. That before you were even alive, Dorithia used to expand past that, and that was actually where original capital was. More northern, snowy sort of area. But when the war began 50-ish years ago, a collection of drow underneath the Biting Ridge teamed with the giants, and that was how they sort of started and were able to gain traction on Dorithia, because Dorithia has the numbers, which has been, for the longest time, Dorithia's only real thing keeping the giants out, but as soon as the drow teamed up with them, that gave them a bit of a fighting chance. So you would assume there's some sort of drow, but exactly where they're from, kind of.
And they ran from like the wall part towards us,
yes.
Right?
It was a small group, maybe 5 or 6 individuals.
It's getting hairy out there. As I'm ripping up clothes and wrapping them around my wounds. That's what I am doing. Just yep. Trying to stop the bleeding.
But besides that,
yeah,
you guys do get your rest if you wish to wait for the whole thing.
Are the drow still out there fighting when we get to the end?
Hey,
you look. Yeah, go
on. Help a poor guy who never plays marshals out, but what are my hit die and where can I find them?
D10 for you.
Normally, as far as I'm concerned, a short rest is how you get your pack slots back. So
yeah,
I'm
it's
a little out of my league right now.
It's a D10, and when you click short rest, it should show you how many you have, and then I think you just click however many you use.
Are we taking a short rest?
You're so right.
Yeah, so you guys moved Winfrey's body into a building a decent bit away from the main front. You guys have taken a short rest, and you noticed a group of Vok noticed a group of drow having a small encounter with a group of guards not too far outside this house that you guys are in. It's now like 7:30, maybe pushing 8. It's getting dark, and it's thundering and lightning raining.
Fuck yeah, that was solid. All right, sorry. My wounds are covered. I'll be back in 1 second.
First,
continue, please.
Using 3 hit die for 15 points of healing. That's good. Right. Okay.
The other thing you would have noticed too.
I also did 3, and I regret it. I should have done 4.
You could still do 4. Do it. Okay.
Right, thank you.
You would also have noticed the book that Winfrey gained during your first adventure. That would have also stood out to you guys.
I would walk over to.
Quickly gathered up his stuff, made some sort of contraption to carry him.
Have we discussed?
We made a sled skid, and we carried him to a nearby sort of abandoned house, but like abandoned in the sense that they obviously evacuated. It's a small single-story domicile. There is a dog in it.
Right.
We barricaded the doors and windows as best we could and got a short rest. We are all here with the body of Wimpy, Paul, and an unnamed dog.
Vengeance is going to take the book and put it just kind of under Winfrey's hands on his chest for now. And sit down. Do we know how the rest of the city's faring?
Not really.
Can I take a peek, like while we're resting? Is there anywhere to peek and look to see what's going on?
Yeah, so Fuck's sort of been sitting by the window. You guys pushed a shelf up to it, but he sort of left it space so you could look out. You go and you look out. At this point, it's pretty dark. The only light you really get is from fires. Mostly anything fire related is still towards the wall. Once you can tell, it's been fairly well contained to that area, to the wall and its surrounding buildings. But mostly what you see is just through occasional lightning. So looking out, it's not, you don't really see much, especially you as a halfling with no dark vision.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck. As far as the drow go, you do see eventually it comes down to just one on each side remaining. And you see the Dorithian soldier ends up catching a strike and smiting this creature down.
Okay.
Before taking a deep breath, collecting his team's, his platoon's banner, and heading further into battle.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
And he's gonna Finch is gonna walk around and just kind of like be consistently glancing over at Winfrey's body. Did we win? I think we won. Why does it feel like we lost?
You definitely killed the giant, but
I did definitely almost single-handedly kill that giant.
Well,
But
if you're up for it, there's a few more out there. We should probably round up then.
is there nothing we can do?
Avenge the loss of our brother?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Help me
Finch,
get off.
as you're holding the book, you a letter falls out from the middle of it and just plops on the floor.
I'll pick it up.
Karen, do you want to read it?
Sure, I'll read it. Let me just find it again real quick. You open it up and find it's not in Winfrey's writing. It seems to be in a woman's writing addressed to Winfrey. Dear Winfrey, the weather is starting to turn colder here in Lee Ridge. Make sure to wrap up and keep warm, my dear. As for me, I'm making do with the money you've sent me last time, recently. There's been boomers, Johns again, so make sure to look after yourself, my son. I know you've set out to try and find your father. Just make sure to be careful. And if you do find Jeffrey, make sure to drag his sorry back. His sorry butt back here. I certainly have some stern words for him. And it just ends with be safe, my son, from your mother.
I will tuck it back into the book for now. And I'm going to put the book in my bag.
All right.
Finch is gonna turn around and look at Fuck and Sir Rowland. Well, let's kill some fucking giants.
You guys pull away the table and the bookshelf. Paul stands back and sort of kneels in front of Winfrey's body. Just grabs your hand, Rowland, as you exit, gives you a nod. You guys enter.
Is there, before we go, is there something I
Yep.
could grab off of Winfrey, a token or something off of his body that I think I could bring to his mother to prove to him that I speak truth?
I'll leave that to you, Kieran.
Oh, I know. Winfrey did actually believe in a god, Odium, the god of storms, and his mother made him a pendant for that god.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So you see a pendant around his chest.
I see the pendant, and I look down at the letter in the book, and I think this will be enough. And I leave the pendant on his chest, around his neck, not wanting to disturb something of his religion or otherwise.
So you guys enter into the beating rain. Are you headed back towards your location where you fought the giant? Are you trying to find somewhere else? You're just trying to find where the action is?
We're looking for new giants.
Yeah, looking to help, right? I think we have.
Did you see that
Yeah.
big column of steam? That'll probably be the first thing that catches your eye. With an occasional lightning you see. And you can hear it too. It sounds like when someone dips a hot blade that they're forging into oil or water, and it's that sound is just constant from this one area.
You think that's where the action is, boys?
Flip the lid, lock it.
Let's do this.
Someone help me get me a horse. I know we saw some running around here. Is there any equines running around with
Give me a perception check,
riders?
disadvantage.
$13.
13. Okay, you can hear one like off maybe 200-300 feet away, but it sounds like it's stuck somewhere. So you start following that sound, head towards it, and you see its foot is caught under a piece of rubble.
Is it lame? Are you asking me if I am gonna put this horse out of its misery?
No. It doesn't. It just seems like it's stuck. It doesn't seem injured at all. It just seems like it can't get its hoof out.
I'm gonna try to gently free it up and calm it down.
Okay, easy enough. The stone really isn't that heavy, but the way it was placed, he just couldn't get any. With all the rubble around, he couldn't get any. He couldn't get it. So
All right,
you remove the
I'm
rubble.
gonna mount up and get comfortable.
Yeah, just give me a.
Animal?
Actually, you know what? No, this is a war horse. This is designed for this. I think it's fine. It probably does good. So you hop on. You just sort of calm it down for a second. No roll or anything needed. And you guys start headed towards the steam as you curve around this one street. You see the bright red hand first on the ground. As you come around, you see the rest of the body. It is slain, but you see this giant. And as you get close, it gets hot. You see that's where the steam is. The rain falling on the body of this giant has created this great column of steam. Across the body, you see a troop of soldiers fighting those same white-haired, black-armored individuals, and you charge into battle. For the sake of brevity, we will not go through it, but you guys spend the rest of the night into the early hours of the morning fighting alongside Dorithian soldiers, smiting drow. Occasionally you see another giant, and you aid in the defeat of that one. But eventually, around 2-3 in the morning, the tides of war turn in your favor, and anyone remaining flees from the city. For now, this battle has been won.
Yeah, you better run.
You guys are all at like 5 hit points and have a
Spend it all.
point of exhaustion. Like,
spend it
you
all
spend
of our.
the whole night.
Yeah.
The whole night fighting. But now you see the sun starts to rise and the rain stops. And a loud chant and cheer from Dorithia and all her people rise up. So, what are you guys doing? You now are in not quite the middle of the city, but you're in the middle of a battlefield, and you see medics start to come out from the castle district and start carting bodies back, and you see there's people with broken limbs. It's a battlefield.
We need to get Winfrey's body before they take it away.
No, we got it.
It's all right. He'll be safe with Paul, but we'll head back there, and we'll.
Okay,
we'll pick
just
up
don't want
Paul.
them to touch it.
Don't worry. Paul's got it. But we'll check back in with Larsha. Make our way back to.
While we're walking by, can I just like finish off a drow that's like laying on the ground, like moving? I just want to take my sword and just like end it quickly.
Yeah, you just you walk up. They're sort of laying there, half covered in rubble. You see the sun starts to peek in through the clouds and starts to burn their face. You just turn their face into the sun as you.
No, I think I would turn their face away from. I would turn their face away from the sun.
Okay.
Seeing that it hurt them, and then make it a quick, painless death. More into the suffering than anything else.
Sure. You guys head back to the building that you left Winfrey's body in, and you see Paul there arguing with another soldier. Like, no. You can't take. No. I was told, as you guys like.
I will
stand down.
He's like,
I'll push the guy out of the way. Like, I'll run up to and try to break away and just push him off.
Touch our friend and I'll bite your kneecaps.
You don't want this fight, buddy.
Gentlemen, I apologize. Just trying to do my job. He'll walk off to.
Carry on. We'll take care of it.
So you guys.
Did you guys? I'm gonna lean over Winfrey's body again. Did you guys know that Winfrey was looking for his father?
I didn't.
I don't think so. Good.
I'll show Fock the letter. I'll pull it out of the book. Apparently, he's been sending money to his mother, and he's been looking for his dad.
That motherfucker. Just gonna smile a little bit. Fuck. Sucks.
All right. There was an address or a town with that letter?
There was a city name, Layridge.
Layridge.
Where's that compared to us?
You wouldn't. So on the map, it would be pretty much directly east from you guys, and Layridge has been sort of the last standing city before the giants would enter like the center, the heart of Dorithia. They're sort of the city closest to the front lines. So they deal with a lot of invasions, probably the most dangerous city you could be in right now. But before that, it was kind of like Florida. A lot of old people went there, sort of a retirement city, a very elven
gotcha.
city. The Lord, you guys would know, is an elven man, and a lot of elves tend to congregate there.
Is there
Sort of known as the last great elven city.
is New Capital landlocked?
Yes,
It is.
it's at the base of a mountain,
Okay.
but it is right near a large river.
Okay.
Or yeah,
I mean, we can definitely. I mean, we have to find his father now. I mean, every father should know what their son died for, and maybe not just that, but how they died. Winfrey was good shit.
He wanted to, as you see the letter says, he wanted to bring his father back to his mother.
Yeah. We can
Maybe
do
we-
that.
Sounded like the relationship wasn't too good though. Dad might be a piece of work, but I still agree with Fuck. We can't let them not know what happened.
If I remember right, there's a river close by. Maybe we can buy up a boat, small rowboat, something to send them off in. Winfrey wouldn't want it to be put in the dirt, you know. Maybe.
And I agree.
Viking funeral.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he fucking worked on a ship, so or his shop was a ship or whatever it was, you know.
But before we worry about that, we should get back to the castle. We need to check in with Larson, let her know that we're okay, especially Paul. And
Is this our fault?
No, can't be.
not really.
Don't think this was a winnable situation, to be honest.
Did he want to come here?
Who? Winfrey?
Winfrey.
I don't know.
Is this what he wanted, or was he just following us here?
How could one know?
I wish I did.
So you guys collect your things and start heading back towards capital, or towards the castle rather. Easy enough. You guys your faces have been well known around the castle now. So you're let right in. You come up to the large castle doors, and they open, and you see the main court chamber with the throne and the large pillars and the red carpet is empty. No one in sight. Seems like most people are out doing things, doing whatever, but you do see Talia comes out from one of the doors on the back. You see there's two large hallways that go on either side of the chamber on the back wall. She enters from one of them, and you see she looks battle hardened. She's got armor on, she's bruised, dirtied. There's a large cut on the side of her face. Hello, gentlemen. She sort of sees the body.
He's dead. Oh, we brought the body. That's right. I'm like, I told you guys. I said that someone would die.
She sort of just leans back against one of the pillars.
You all pushed us into that battle, and now he's dead.
That we did. I'm sorry for your loss.
I'll chuckle.
I will hand her. I will tell her the city name of Winfrey's mother. I would like Winfrey fought bravely defending this city and put his life on the line and paid the ultimate price. The least you can do is take care of his mother.
We'll make sure she's notified. Do you have a name?
No.
All right. Let me see. She'll take the letter. I can use this. Find it. Her. Find her. Here, and she'll give you a key, and she goes off into a different chamber, collects someone. Guinevere will show you to a room where you can rest. If you'd like, I could find a place for the body if we have arrangements for it. Or if you'd like to do something on your own, that's fine.
Does the river let out into the ocean?
Let me check my map.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So I'd like a boat.
So small.
We'll have it arranged. Oh, am I frozen for you guys?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
You're
Okay, my screen froze. The crown will make sure you're well compensated for your loss. I know coin is not good enough, but the monarch can only do so much. I'll have it arranged. Guinevere, show them to their room. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for your service. Dorithia owes you a debt. And
Yes,
she sort
you
of
do.
bows.
I bow reverently back.
Walk out.
Guinevere will show you guys to a spare room. Spare room in a castle is still probably the nicest room any of you have ever spent the night in.
It's probably one of those moments where you're like, man, I really
This is the
wish,
spare room?
I wish this was like under this different situation, you know? Like, you have the
Yeah.
amenities, but you can't fully enjoy them.
You guys walk in, you see there's a large, like, California King sized bed. And there's a table. If any of you have been watching House of the Dragon, the king's thing that he has of the city that he's been making, it's basically like a diorama of the city. You can see that of Capital.
Like his version, an old guy with his train set.
Yeah, there's basically that in the room.
Finch, when he goes in, he is going to take his breastplate off. And he's going to hold it in his hand, like he's going to take it off. He's going to hold it, and he's just going to chuck it across the room, like into the wall, and just like punch a post.
You
angrily.
Chuck it. You see there's a vase on a pedestal, and you destroy the vase, turn, and punch into the wall. Your knuckles bleed.
I just put my head against the post.
Yeah. We'll stand up and just put a hand on his back, and give him one tap, and walk away and find a chair to sit in and just kind of curl up in.
I'm going to start kind of quietly taking all my armor off. Paul's probably helping.
Yeah. Larsha eventually knocks on the door and opens it, lets herself in. She just walks up to you and Paul. Sir Alan embraces both of you.
I'm gonna start flipping through Winfrey's book. Oh, there he goes.
Too much. That's too much.
That's too much.
Barefoot.
Exceeded bandwidth.
Dude, I inhaled a Whopper before I came in here. It was disgustingly good.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Should we go to break? Oh, he's back.
Ask the boss man.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Just in time.
Yep. Doo-doo.
Glad the music's working. Again.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone again.
Here, maybe we should. Here, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
take our break right now. Well, this is going on, so we don't have to wait.
God damn.
Is he there? Is he gonna bounce? Boots and tits and boots and tits. Boots and tits and boots and tits and boots and tits and boots and boots and tits
Sorry,
and
Dad.
tits and boots and
Okay, so you guys begin to take rest. At some point during this few hours later, a knock on your door.
Who is it?
A message from His Majesty.
Tell His Majesty no more favors today, and I'll open the door and look up. I'm
You see there's
assuming.
Yeah, you look up. Human man.
Just shirtless, just my bottom, just like my bottom leathers and furs, like on the bottom.
Yep. Looks like some sort of higher ranking guard. Hands you a letter for Sir Alan and your troop. And then he
More
Close
conviction next time.
bows and walks
A little
away.
bit more conviction. We're called the Unfledged.
I bow
Sure,
to him,
sure.
of course, but like the
Yep.
as if I outrank him baw, you know? The
Sure.
sort of lucky one. And,
You probably do.
And I just like nod at Paul, and Paul like gets the message and brings it.
So, Alan, you got some fan mail.
Sir Alan, you look and you grab the letter, and it is sealed with the king's symbol, which is a hammer wreathed in flame. You go over to a little desk. There's a letter opener. You open it. Open it up, and all it says is King Ajax the Seventh graciously requests your presence at tomorrow's holding of court. And then it's signed King Ajax the Seventh.
I have a weird random mechanics question.
Okay.
Winfrey, you had a bag of holding.
Yeah, I know all
It's
that
already
stuff.
gone poof.
That would have either gone. That would all the stuff would have been ejected from it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys collected
Not at
it. And,
Okay. Okay. So we have a list of shit.
Yep.
yeah, you guys have a lot of random stuff right now, including a great
Yeah, okay.
sword made of bone.
Yep. That's dope.
And Ron, just so you know, it's made clear in the letter that he means your group, not just you. But
All right.
just so you know.
Then I suppose we all need to clean up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna
So,
need.
so it's not dressed. It's not till tomorrow, so you guys have time. But
Is there anything that we want to do before then?
yeah, you guys have not free range of the castle, but you're staying in the castle, so you can dine there, and obviously people are a little otherwise occupied with cleaning and
Finch will
restoring
take
the
any.
city, but-
Finch will take any meals in his room. He's gonna just flip through Winfrey's book.
Okay. Towards the end of the night, a knock at your door again. Paul goes and opens it up, and it's just a pile of like nice sleeping garments, comfortable simple clothes for you all.
Is there a halfling-sized room in there?
There is.
Yeah, I'll
rip
put
the
that on.
sleeves off of anything I take. I'm gonna take the sleeves and put it like in a bag.
I imagine, like, what I'm imagining is you know, like those grandpa jammies where it's like the button-up shirt and the pants and everything.
Exactly.
So it's like that. Only he ripped the sleeves off of it, so it's got like a little. Got
I'm
like
just
a
saying,
collar.
Andy doesn't wear sleeves if he doesn't have to, you know. So
Yeah.
like,
You take these gold leaf trimmed pajamas and rip the sleeves off.
I'm gonna put those gold leaf trimmed sleeves. I'm gonna put them in my backpack because they probably
Alright.
make good wraps for fucking sword wounds.
They
and,
might. They might.
I
They'd
need
definitely be
those.
comfortable wraps. You guys spend the rest of the night doing whatever you please.
I'm fucking resting, man.
Yeah, I'll just read the book. Read the book for a while until exhaustion overtakes me, and then I'll go to sleep.
I imagine Paul and I'll stay up, polishing our armor, trying to stitch up any anything we can handle in any of our robes and some of that. We've still yet to come up with any sort of crest, but I'm leaning towards like a down-sided chevron, so arrow pointing down kind of thing. Only I'm thinking at this point now, what if we do like a double down-sided chevron, so it's
Kind of looks like a
subtly
W.
has- yeah. So that's all I got so far. We'll add to it as we go.
All right. Fuck, anything?
No, I mean, observing. Like if we have
Sure.
free reign, then when I do leave the room for like food and shit, I'm just watching people. I'm people watching. You know?
There's drink available to you if you'd like. Wine.
Yeah. Actually, that probably fits better. While I'm doing that, I will get horribly drunk and drown in my sorrows.
All right.
And eventually, someone will probably carry me back to the room, you know, and I'll be like,
Yeah, eventually two guards just like pick you up.
Yeah.
And yeah. You try and enter like the back room into the kitchen, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
So you guys
Winfrey!
rest up
You know,
for the evening.
those drunken cries.
Start ugly crying.
Yeah. Yep. Something like that. My mug,
You
it's
guys-
never gonna be completed.
You guys rest up for the evening. You do have a little balcony, and the sun rising greets you as you all wake up in the morning.
What an absolutely beautiful day. I hate it.
I need some orange juice.
So there's like very faint clouds and this very bright orange sun rising. As you look out over the fields of wheat and flowers that almost act as a moat for the castle, it's quite beautiful, despite the happenings last night. Or this morning. Technically.
I'm just obviously very nervous, but I'll be going about my day trying to, armor up, look good, get Paul in good shape. Larsha will probably be helping us Yeah. We're going to be ready hours in advance, and I'll just do a lot of pacing.
The court is scheduled to commence at 5 o'clock. You guys probably wake up around noon. So you got about 5 hours to prep. If you'd like better, not better necessarily, but high quality clothing will be provided to you if you wish to dress for the king. That's up to you. They don't force you, but they offer it.
I'll definitely take it, but am I...
You would probably feel like...
Yeah. But with the augmentations, with the cloak, the tabard, whatever.
Yeah, you'd probably want to go full garb with like the side cape and the, go all out.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Thank you.
Does it like all match each other?
Not necessarily. They offer you a variety just of finer clothing, since you guys have been on the road and not much.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Finch. I am hoping that I'm looking for some sort of team uniform, something we could all identify with. I think it would make us a cohesive unit.
But otherwise, if you guys don't have anything else to do, we will skip to the holding of court.
Hey, where's Boots?
Do you want to go look for Boots?
Yeah, I want to find Boots. I want to see if he survived.
All right. You go and you start searching throughout the castle, or are you going to leave the castle? It's up to you.
I'll look through the castle first.
Okay. Just give me a... Let's say investigation check. You don't know your way around this castle very well.
Nope. 1 moment.
And this is an expansive castle. It was built by someone very experienced.
So 19.
19, okay. You start searching throughout the castle, and you find him eventually in some side room, some office type area. You see there's 2 guards posted outside, but you can see the door is cracked open, and you can see him in there having a conversation with someone. But the guards are stationed at the door.
Can I see who he's talking to?
Not quite. You just see him conversing with someone that's in the room that you can't see.
May I enter?
One of them looks down at you. Could I get a name?
Green Bottle. Finch.
Remo?
Green Bottle. Finch. Member of the Unfledged.
He enters and shuts the door. Eventually he opens it up and allows you in. So you enter the room. It's a small office. You see he's there conversing with a man you don't recognize. A human man, thick, dark black eyebrows and hair that goes down to about shoulder length, sort of slicked back, in dark black robes with brown pants, sort of simple garb, but the robes are trimmed in gold. And the man just sort of nods at you as he exits. Boots looks at you. Fuck. Sort of walks up to you.
That's the other guy.
Gives you a little hug. Glad to see you fucking survived. That was crazy.
Yeah, likewise.
I heard
not all of us were so lucky.
He sort of bows his head. I heard about that. Yeah. That quite never goes away.
No. I don't think it will.
What can I do for you? I hear you're supposed to be attending court today.
Yeah, we got a letter last night. Okay, what do you make of this? And I'll put Winfrey's book on the table. You know anything about this magic shit?
Oh, fuck. He looks at it. Starts going through it. This ain't my stuff. I mean, I've dabbled before, but not in this sort of area. If you want to know anything about this, I'd probably talk to Talia, probably. It's not really my forte.
I'll be honest, I trust you, Boots. Talia, I'm not so sure.
Fair enough. Trust a random guy you met, but not the right hand of the king.
Power corrupts. You're good people. I can tell. I come from a small town. You can tell these things.
Sure. Fair enough. I mean, trust who you like. But, I mean, I definitely agree. Knowledge is a self-annihilating disease. Some things are best left unknown.
Yeah.
But, what do I know?
No, you have a good point. Thank you. I'm glad you're all right.
Yes. I suppose I'll see you at court then. Good luck. Your first time, eh?
Yeah.
Assume. Yeah. Just get your waiting pants on. There's a lot of waiting around. It's pretty boring.
Yeah, I got that from the waiting pants.
Yeah. Wow, I just wanted to make sure you know what I meant.
Yeah, no, it was pretty clear.
Was it?
All right, I'm gonna go now.
Okay. You see, he walks over, sits up on a desk, and dips a quill in some ink and starts writing something down. Oh, by the way, good job out there. I heard you took one down.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of blacked out there, but...
Yeah, I don't blame you. They're a motherfucker, let me tell you.
Yeah. It just seems like the bigger they are, the more of a target you have.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, whatever.
Like, you don't have to finish my sentences. You know, we don't know each other that well.
I'm really good at it, so I try to, you know.
Like, you don't... No, not really. Kind of terrible.
If you say so.
I do. All right, well, bye.
All right, bye. You exit. What are the rest of you doing? Pacing.
I'm probably copying Roland, but not like not to like a T, but I've never I've never been like, this isn't a thing for me. I really don't care, but if Roland's like pacing and getting nervous, then I would imagine instinctually like I would.
Nervousness makes you go like, oh fuck,
yeah,
it's a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, I mean, I'm still licking my fucking wounds, dude. Yeah. I mean, not trying to do anything crazy.
You what?
Alia hard to find.
Alia.
Sound really muffled for some reason.
Weird. Is Talia hard to find?
Oh, probably not hard to find. Hard to, like,
get a presence with.
Exactly.
All right, I'll just head back to the room. If she's busy.
So you go down into the main sort of courtroom, and you see her walking by, and you're like about to say something, and then she'll talk to someone else, and you like wait there for a second, and then someone else will come, and she converses with them, and then you see she's like fuck, and like walks into another room, and you're like, all right.
I'll head back upstairs and wait with the guys.
You guys wait until Someone comes to
And
your door.
I'll wear the provided clothes.
Okay, it's up to you what they look like. Not really. They give you options, but whatever you want them to look like. Just nicer court clothes.
Nice black, like jacket, like long coat with a little bit of tail, and like red accents with like gold buttons.
Tight. You guys.
And everything else is just like dark colors that match.
Sure.
No shoes.
No shoes. Do you wear your breastplate?
Not for this.
Okay.
I don't want to be encumbered by it.
So you guys, servant comes up, knocks on your door. Court is about to be held. Proceed to the chambers when you wish. And walks away. You guys head down to the main chamber, and you can see now it is full. There's tons of people in here. You see Talia stands to the right of the throne, dressed in these knee-high armored golden boots. She's dressed to the nines. Dark red dress, and like a small crown that she wears. As you guys enter the room, she just acknowledges you, shakes her head, and you see all sorts of other lords, ladies, other knights. There's guards posted all throughout here. And you guys stand, you find a place to stand, and you wait. You see Boots eventually walks up to you guys about an hour after it was supposed to start. Comes in, touches you on the shoulder. Finch.
Oh.
I told you a lot of waiting, huh?
Oh,
Monarch can never start anything on time.
I was taking an eyes open nap.
Yeah, I take those frequently. You guys wait for another hour. It's now 7 o'clock. And you see some guards post up. And Talia turns, and King Ajax the 7th enters from the side. Everyone stands to attention. He walks up to the throne. The throne is this almost brass golden. It looks like old gold. Like it's been there so long, the gold's been tarnished. And the cushion and the back are this black material with accents of red through it. And he sits. He sort of raises his hand to everyone. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Please, let's get to business. First order, and he begins going through a few things. You see Finch, that man that Boots was talking to, sort of comes up with a few different parties, and they start talking about the damages that have been done, what it's going to cost to repair, who will be repairing it, things like that. They mention a guild whose name I don't have right now. Yeah, I don't have it right here, but it's a guild of dwarven and elven workers that help maintain and repair the wall, combining their skills of forgery and stonemasonry, that sort of thing. And they just discuss a lot of this sort of things. Really sort of dry court stuff about the war and how we're going to repair after this siege. And eventually he comes to a different point and he says, also on our to-do list, with great honor, could I ask Sir Rowland to please step forward?
Immediately starts to step forward. Does he want me to approach?
There's been sort of like a general area where people have been coming to. Sort of there's a throne and there's a few small steps, and people have been standing at the bottom of the steps. So you walk there. He sort of sits back. Oh shit! I was like, this doesn't look right. I was on the wrong one. That's why. Sir Rowland, I've heard great things of how you aided us in this recent battle. Are these things true? Did you aid in the defeat of a giant?
I couldn't have done it without my companions, my liege.
Of course. The rest of you, would you approach as well?
Okay.
I'll walk behind
You
Finch.
approach. sort of sheepishly. And he stands. Dorithia thanks you for your service greatly. And you see, I don't know if I've described the king before. He's a dwarven man with he wears a large golden crown with a massive ruby in the front. He wears this armor, but it's made of this dark black, sort of grayish metal. None of you can really identify it, but it's a unique sort of material. Sir Alan, would you kneel?
Immediately do it.
The rest of you sort of back up a bit. He walks down, extends his arm, and you see someone comes out and draws a sword and places it in his hand. He takes it. He puts it on one of your shoulders. Sir Rowland, do you swear to uphold law? For law is paramount. It is the mortar that holds the stones of civilization together, and it must be respected.
I swear it.
Brings it to your other shoulder. Do you swear to be loyal? Your word is your bond. Without loyalty, oaths and laws are meaningless.
I swear it.
He puts it now above your head. Do you swear to be courageous? You must be willing to do what needs to be done for the sake of order, even if in the face of overwhelming odds. If you do not act, then who shall?
I do so swear it.
And then he holds it to his chest. Do you swear to take responsibility? That you must deal with the consequences of your actions, and you are responsible for fulfilling the duties and obligations of your kingdom.
I swear it.
And then he puts the sword down, tip into the red carpet. Then I, King Ajax, seventh of his name, stoker of Dorithia's flame, name you Sir Rowland, first of your name, a true knight of Dorithia. And the whole crowd explodes in cheer and clapping.
Woo! You! Woo! If I could whistle, if I could just...
Vok does it. He goes crazy. The king
definitely do that whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. He embraces you. First head and master of White Grey Citadel. And you see a man comes over, bald head, similarly dressed to the individual that you saw in the meeting with the order, with the chain, with the bar around his neck. You see this individual has rows and rows and rows of these iron rings wrapped around his arms and legs and around his neck. Oh shit, what's his name? Dayrock, being master of White Grace Citadel, and as well as our master of religion, will now anoint you in oil. You see he walks over and grabs some oil and rubs it across your forehead. Congratulations. He gives you a hug and whispers in your ear, "So you're master of coin, Lord Selen, to discuss your lands." He sort of taps you on the shoulder and sends you off.
Lord Selens?
Selen.
Selen.
And he exits. A group of guards follow behind him, and he leaves the room. People start to converse and disperse to go about their business, but court has been adjourned. You see a man walks up to your group. Finch, this is the man that you saw Boots talking to. Slicked back hair. Hello, gentlemen. I am Lord Selen, Master of Coin. I believe I need to discuss some things with you.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Yeah, I was instructed to seek you out.
Congratulations, by the way. Not often I get to give a new knight his land. Follow me.
Thank you. It's still just setting in, I suppose.
I'm sure it is. Our king druthers and anointing knights without their knowledge. Without, informing them beforehand. He takes you to his office, not the same office you were in, Finch, but similar sort of looking one, up near the top of the castle. You guys have to climb quite a few flights of stairs. So he sits behind his desk. So, Sir Rowland, officially, he grabs a piece of paper, and you see it's a map of Dorithia. He lays it out. As far as your lands, I don't think you've given anyone a good bit of space here in a while. And he draws a circle around a small portion of the Ivory Plains. There's an abandoned keep there. I suppose you could put some coin into it, make it your own. There's plenty of small towns around there. I'm sure they love having a proper knight in their area.
Thank you.
Finch rolls his eyes.
This is a great honor.
Finch, you know this keep. You would like. It is abandoned, but it's made of like stone, so it doesn't really rot away in the way like normal abandoned places do now. It's like well made. But you would have played there as a kid. It's not too far from your home village. And so he pulls out, starts writing up a deed for you. As far as compensation for your assistance in the siege, I know you experienced some loss, and I apologize for that. But the crown will do what we can. How does sort of looks at you all. Say 1,500 gold.
I'm sure that would mean a lot to Winfrey's family.
Yes. He sort of pulls out a scroll, starts looking at it. $1,700. Make sure at least 2 of that goes to his family.
Of course.
He slides you the deed. Here you are, Sir Rowland, anointed knight.
Suppose I'll need to rethink my current titles.
As you should.
I'll immediately pass the map deed. Wait, did I get the map too, or just the deed?
Yeah, he gives you the map. You see, he pulled this map, and you see there's like a folder of just the same map.
Nice. So yeah, I'll pass everything back to Paul, and we'll need to find some chance to regroup with all of my patriots here to.
Yes. I shall have the coin delivered to your room. Yeah.
Thank you. That would be perfect.
I did hear as well that Talia was wishing to meet with you as well.
Oh, excellent. Well, then perhaps we should go see if we can find Talia before we head back to our quarters.
As you wish. You guys begin to exit. As you leave, you see Selin surrounded.
Yes.
Come here.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of quietly. Just remember, there's a fine line between devotion and delusion.
Okay. Well, I'm not even sure what that means, but he fingered his nose at me. This court thing is going to be pretty new. I'll have to talk that through with someone.
As you guys exit, looking for Talia, it's 10:41. Take a little break and then come back as you guys meet with her.
Sure.
Sounds good.
We'll be back.
All right.
Bam. Audio is good and screens are good. So here's.
Welcome back to a Dorithian Divide. You guys have just left the quarters or the office space of Lord Sellen, Master of Coin, and you're now headed to find Talia, right hand to the king. So after a bit of searching and talking around, you learn where she's located. You head there, and you see 2 guards are posted at her door, and this is just her quarters, her living area. Or actually, no, this would be her workspace, her office, her whatever you'd like to call it. They see you walk up, Sir Alan, and one of them enters the room. You guys sort of wait outside, and the door opens, and you're allowed in. And as you enter, you see 3 individuals. You see Talia, who's sort of sat, legs crossed, in the midst of a conversation with another man, a dwarven man you've met before in a clandestine meeting, who is referred to as Cookie, the thick, blocky dwarf. And beside him, you see another individual. Kieran, if you would like to describe your character.
Change my name real quick since I have now been introduced. We're going. You see, there's a older human, probably 40s, late 50s. Salt and pepper, slick back hair. Got a bit of salt and pepper in there, like a goatee, kind of refined. You notice a good couple of battle scars in his face. They're faded, but they're still noticeable. But he's gone in what's I'm doing? Quite elegant chainmail. Got some armored boots, and he has a Warhammer 2 sword and a big rectangle metal shield strapped to his back at the moment. And that's probably it for now.
As you enter, you see Talia notices you and sort of stands up as you enter the room. Gentlemen, thank you for coming. I believe you all know Cookie. And she sort of smiles as she says it, looking at him. And this here is Jaden. Jaden, this is the unfledged. And Sir Rowland.
I nod.
She sort of sits back down and gestures towards some seats you guys could take. Cookie sits down too. After the events of last night and the loss of one of your compatriots, now that you are officially a troop surrounding a knight, I suppose you ought to have a few more members. So, if you'd be willing, Jaden here has been looking for, well, something to do. He's been trying to find his place. He's been trained by our dear Cookie here quite a bit of time, and he hasn't been able to find a spot to fit in. I figured with the loss of your compatriot, you could use an additional set of hands.
Any help would be much appreciated. Well met, Jaden.
So, Roland?
Of course, take your time to think on it if you'd like. I don't want to force anything upon you, and I don't mean for him to be a replacement. But I understand the loss of a compatriot can
I don't
leave
think
quite
you
a
have
gap
to worry about that. There's
your
no replacing
capabilities.
Wimpy. No, cut him off. I'll look at Jaden and be, fuck.
Oh, but quite the name.
I'll just step back into a corner.
Name's Finch.
Nice to meet you, Finch.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cookie stands up, walks over and shakes all your guys' hands. If you accept, he'll reach out to shake all your hands. I assume you guys are going to be respectful.
This probably isn't a guy that you don't shake his hand, right? I mean,
Yeah, he's one of those hands like you grab it and you're like, fuck. His fingers are like sausages. He sort of looks at you, Finch. And he sort of leans down. People lose men at war all the time. Don't make it any less hard. He's good. Trained him myself. At least try it out. See if it works. If not, no hard feelings.
Honestly, I'm all good with someone else to share the beating with. So, as long as you know that there's not replacing, I'm cool with it.
Of course. He's a good man and a battle-worn soldier. He sort of slaps you on the back, Jaden. Here's what I say. Give it 6 months. If it's not working, fine. Yeah?
It's fine with me.
A knight does need his troop, doesn't he?
Oh, so? And, I'll look at Paul. But a knight also needs a squire.
Paul, like, sort of was not really, like, sort of disengaged, and he hears that, and he's like,
I don't know if you guys... Are you guys there?
oh, yeah,
Can you
there
hear
you go, there you go.
Okay. So I'm not sure if I got cut off, but I'm telling Paul that I think I need to promote him to a squire.
You see he, like, drops the shield that he was carrying for you. And he, like, picks it up and is like, oh.
Careful. You'll
Really?
still need that. Yeah, it's about time. Your training with all of these men has paid off. And you have battlefield experience now. Unfortunately, we don't have time to acquire a new page, so you will probably have to do a little double duty.
Both? Okay. Okay. I don't know how to... Is there a ritual? I don't know what I need to do.
Yeah. We'll go through it later, but it really just takes about 15 minutes.
Okay. He, like, walks up to you and, like, instinctually kind of goes for a hug, and then, like, stops and reaches his hand out.
We do that forearm clasp.
Yeah. All right. Whoa. All right. Sort of looks at Larsha, gives Larsha a hug, whispers something in Larsha's ear that you guys don't hear. Woo! You see Talia's just sort of sitting in the corner, watching, with a little smirk on her face. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Sir Alan, I believe some people will be in contact with you to discuss your duties and specifics and details and that whatnot. But there's work to be done. Go rest, and then we'll figure it out. So, of course, you guys have your own things to do as well. Which, by the way, did you wanted my help with something with that? Is that correct? Some doctor you were searching for or something? I'm sorry, I was a little distracted over the past day or two.
Yeah. Help me out here. Wasn't that the plague guy?
Yeah, Dr. Peter Finch, you had some questions, right?
Did I?
Tim?
I think-
Finch?
Yes. Sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Okay. You get Talia just asked if you guys had asked her to do something about Dr. Peter. She can't quite remember.
We're just trying to locate him right now, aren't we?
I think so.
I honestly don't recall.
Now we
Out of game, I don't remember if you asked Talia or not, but I know you mentioned something to her about Dr. Peter. But last you saw him, you were fighting him, and then he disappeared, and that's when shit hit the fan.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, Dr. Peter.
Okay, I'll put some word out about the name. See if anyone comes back with anything.
Maybe look into his friend, what was that doctor's name?
Come on, I took notes. What I take them for?
Right.
Dr. Anderson.
Yes, Dr. Anderson.
Yes! Yes!
She might be able to help.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very nice. Dr. Anderson. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll send some people over there.
Dr. Anderson has a workshop and clinic. Maya Anderson. I do know that, but I'm not super familiar with New Capital, so I don't fucking know where I'm going.
I think I've heard of the place. I'll send some troops over there. Hopefully she survived. She sort of laughs at the dark joke. Anyways.
I
I'll put
upload
some
it.
people on it.
I can't even help myself.
All right. Then be on your way. I'm sure we'll be in contact soon enough.
Talia. One more thing. What can you tell me about this book? And I'll show her Winfrey's book.
She'll take it from you. She gives you a odd look and then starts flipping through it. Where did you acquire this?
I don't know. It was our friends.
Sort of lays it out, starts going through it. Your fallen friends, yeah?
Say that again.
Your fallen friends? This belonged to him?
Yes, Anvil Weaver.
Anvil Weaver. This is a book of magic. Quite simply. Your friend must have been quite smart. Doesn't even seem like there's hardly any instructions in here. Do you have anything else on magic, or just this?
No, just the book. I'm not sure what to do with it now that he's gone. Didn't seem to do him a lot of good.
Did he perform magic?
Did he perform magic?
Yes.
He had some magic of his own, in his own way. Yes. He was very good with machines.
Interesting. Huh. Are you looking to get rid of this?
No, I sentimental reasons, I'd like to keep it.
Respectfully, sir. Sentimental reasons are... This is quite a powerful book. I suggest you do something with it.
Well, I intend to read it.
Yourself or someone else.
I intend to read it.
Do you intend to perform magic from it?
I don't know if that's within my capabilities. I'm but a simple brewer and halfling. I don't know much about magic and such things, but
I was but
I
a
do
simple
like to read.
If you intend to read it and learn from it, let me know. Not many people have access to these types of things.
I think
she flips to the very back. As your eyes just go wide. Yeah.
I think this is something that my friend wanted to pursue, and I feel somewhat obligated to see his quests out.
If you find you're incapable of performing from it, I suggest you donate it to the White Grace Citadel. An addition like this would be an addition like this would be very valuable. So she sort of takes one last look at it, and then we'll hand it back to you.
Thank you, my lady.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fuckface, what was your name?
Nice one. Good one. Name's Jaden.
Jaden. All right. You look more like a fuckface. Let's go.
Whatever suits you.
You guys exit her chambers. Finch, as you leave, you just see Talia sort of staring you down as you exit. What do you plan to do now?
Well,
where do we go?
I think once we regroup, maybe in our own quarters or whatever, but I think we got to talk about options. Here's what I'm seeing to help me if I forgot. So we've got this heap to eventually seek out, but we can table that until it makes sense for our travels. We've got Wimpy's family, and we could try to follow that thread, although we might need some help.
Is it?
Sure.
Is that town that Winfrey's mother's in, like, on the other side of where your keep is, or where your land is?
I'm not certain.
You guys would have to pass through the Ivory Plains to get to Layridge.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
At least can
Okay.
check it out.
So we've got 1 point already in the crossover. Now, what about the other? Now we've got the doctory blight aspect. Wow.
But that's yeah.
I'm sorry to pipe up, but what's this about this Dr. Peter?
Creepy dude tried to infected a whole town and then tried to do something nefarious here as well. We were putting the hurt on him, but then giants attacked and that kind of fucked it all up.
Fortunate timing.
Yes, I had him by the ropes.
It's well, to whatever capabilities I can help, I would certainly try my best.
Well, as far as loose ends with the doctors go, do we have any path?
I don't think so. I think this Peters is one to show himself again, though. And I will be there when he does.
I'll be right by you, Finch. Hopefully.
All right.
I mean, unless more giants invade and I do something stupid and I almost fucking...
Fuck, come on. You saw how I took down that cloud giant.
Yeah.
No one can stand in our way.
It does give me a bit more confidence. I mean, maybe it's the title just going to my head, but I saw this little guy take down a giant, I mean...
Yeah, have you taken down a giant, Jaden?
Take down a giant. I haven't had the fortune to face a giant yet. Well, face smaller foes, but nothing like a giant.
Take your right hand and your left hand.
Like a giant.
Grab onto your britches and pull them up, because if you're hanging with all the fletch, you're gonna fight a giant.
Can we wait a little while before we fight another giant? I've fought enough giants today.
Just fucking trying to have a little fun with the new guy, Come on, he hasn't fought a giant.
I say do we have to go to the Ivory Plains? I'm not really ready for that.
What's your... You're against the Ivory Plains?
Oh, no, it's just a little too close for home. I haven't been able to clear out all of the road, and I swore I wouldn't go home until I was done with that quest. That's all. I don't want to show my face and not be
No. Let's
done.
Let's run with this. You have a vow that you've made to yourself, and as a friend of yours, I can take that vow on as well. If we must return there, then we must satisfy your vow first. We could seek out the road. Fuck, what's wrong?
I would very much like that.
I would like that too, but I don't know. Maybe it's a feeling or a premonition, but you don't go fucking with the road and come out the other side. The same, these guys are dirty, man. We just lost one.
We just fought a fucking giant.
Yeah.
The road is filled with idiots. Strong, resourceful idiots. But idiots nonetheless.
Yeah, but you know, the Kraken.
But it will take more cunning.
My name now carries the backing of the crown, and I am honor bound and sworn to uphold
Finch
justice.
rolls his eyes.
To seek out these cretins, it's practically my job. I have no choice.
Well, the road it is, then.
I'm sure that they'll show their face even on our journey. Their eyes are everywhere.
Do we have a game plan for finding them, or do we have a general sense of where they're hottest, like in terms of where a headquarters might be, or are we just gonna?
They've jumped
go
us
out there
a couple
and
times on the road.
Yeah, and so I mean, we could play that angle where, as we travel, we just slowly kill a bunch off until we make a name against them, or we actively pursue them out. We try to capture some of these low members, keep them alive so that we can interrogate them before we send them to the gallows.
I mean,
let's start our travels towards the Ivory Plains.
I'm sure
the closer we get, the more activity we're gonna find, probably.
Perfect.
And
I'm gonna say Finch and Fuck, you would know their two primary locations would be the Ivory Plains, because up until recently, meaning like a few hours ago, there was no real protection out there. Occasionally guards would hang out in some of the bigger towns, but it's mostly just open fields. Now there will be a knight and his keep there, and the other one would be Tempest Landing. Tempest Landing is like their headquarters.
And I mean, if we go back to Tempest Landing, I'm pretty sure I can just, go over to the tavern there, known as fuck. I got best beer ever, Lazy Eyes. That's what I wrote.
Hold on. Hold on.
But if it pretty much the gist of what I'm saying is, if we want to have a meeting with the who's who, I'll just hang out on the front steps of that tavern, because they're looking for me.
Considering they want you dead.
Yeah. You want to get to the people that matter?
Well, I'm not putting your life on the line. Fuck. Listen, that we can find them another way.
I'm just saying, the quickest way to the
as
heart.
As much as I love a good baited trap, I think finding them along the road, I love the idea of just riding loud and proud and attracting. I mean, look, they see our group. They're not going to just come across us with a small band of nobodies. They'll need to attempt a fairly decent trap. Regardless, we'll route most of them, hopefully keep a couple alive to question, and then hang up upon some crow's nest or a bird cage along the roads, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But as we make our
Let's
way,
pack up for our journey.
that's perfect. Can we do a little off-screen shopping for stuff we might need?
You mean no?
Yes, you can do that. What you looking for?
So if Vox's not trying to conceal his identity, and he's pretty bad at it in general, after Roland says that, he's gonna like grab a comb and he's gonna like run it straight down the middle of his hair, kind of fluff his normally like slick back hair into like a part, and you know, let the curls flow a little bit and stand a little bit more non-sheepishly.
Not bad.
Jaden, you would know about the road too. You'd know their reputation, their methods. But otherwise, haven't done too much research into them.
Yes. Certainly slippery slope. I believe it's said
You know,
that you're going down.
It's the old ladies that we got to worry about because she's got killers. Like I'm not talking about like fucking giants or anything that we've come across. I mean, the people that guard her, they're fucking killers, man. They're murderers.
One lady did throw me into a fire.
Oh, that hurt.
Was it Madame Jane?
Really great.
For the leader lady,
Yeah. I'm trying to read through.
you know her as Mama Nails.
Mama.
Mama Nails.
Mama Nails.
Mama Nails. I'm thinking. Sorry, pardon me. Mama Nails.
Interesting choice of name.
Yeah.
This is an interesting lady.
Hey,
That's
Fitch,
for sure.
Fitch, I'm sure you've told us what the road has done to your home, but refresh my memory, please. Do they have they have bases there?
They pretty much took over my entire town for a long while until me and some of my buddies kind of formed a militia. And I'll pull out my Odachi katana and be like, until I challenge their leader to combat, won this them after he died. And then they pretty much left. They left my town in the hands of my fellow militiamen while I set out to hunt down the rest of the road.
Huh. Well,
If there's anything to do with road, from what I've heard, we probably won't leave this transgression left. So
I just
Perfect.
I just want everybody to know that like, you know, the whole eyes peeled shit, you know, that you do when you're like traveling the road. If we're doing this, you gotta be like twice as ready, because they'll fucking sneak up on you. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm ready.
I'm sure with our collective abilities, we can certainly deal with him.
I will be ever vigilant.
Is there like a courier service in this world, like a mail?
Like a mail system.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're really gonna do this before we leave, my contact back in Tempest Landing, I want to go to the courier and just write a bogus letter. And I want to not, like, I'm not trying to hide. Oh,
like where this is going, though.
I hope that I'm not derailing or talking too much. So.
Oh, you're good. I'm new to a group. I ain't got much to say.
I think this is going as fast as it can.
Right.
It was a huge pivot point, and now we're making strides to the next direction. It's going to be a huge, not a whole lot of combat kind of thing.
Right, but that's fine with me. He was there, and then he left. I'm sure the stream's going, what the fuck is going on?
Probably have a lot of connection issues.
Yeah. All right.
And he's back.
So, I don't like every time I've done something, I've been kind of sneaky about it. This time, I don't want to be sneaky about it. All right, I'm gonna kind of like take the whole night thing that's happening with Sir Roland, and the fact that we're agreed upon wiping the road out, and drop my normal like Strider kind of disguise that I thought Vok had, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I want to go down the courier and write back to my dude that's fucking squeezing me for this shit to get him info, and just let him know what's going on. Like exactly what we decided, I want to write in a note. So I'm sure they're watching me now.
Sure.
And, you know, maybe they intercept that note. And I'm just...
Who knows?
So...
Alright, so you write it up, give him the details, what's been going on, what the plans are.
The deal is sealed.
Or not plans, but like...
Yeah, I'll write something to you, but I don't want it to be blatant, but like the arrangement is agreed upon.
All right.
Our goals now align, you know, or something like that. You know, a little bit ominous, but you know,
I got you.
You roll a 10, you
can
understand.
write something up. yeah. All right, you go out and do that. We'll get
how much does that cost?
A little idea of what the rest of. It's like 2 silver.
All right.
For the rest of you, I just want to get an idea of what you're doing, and then we'll probably end the session and pick up with whatever your plans are.
All right, I'll make this as simple as possible. The basics, the usual, the food stuff, like Lars just send her out. I want twice as much as what we think we'll need, food wise, because I intend to overfeed Paul some more, and I may even try to overeat myself, because I got to pack some more pounds on. Is there anywhere? Could I try getting to an armory?
Yeah, easy. You could probably get to the Royal Armory if you'd like.
Ooh, that might be great.
Just takes a bit of asking around, get the right paperwork to give you access, but no problem.
Okay. Can you go to someone else while I take a look at something?
Yeah. Jaden, what are your plans? How are you prepping to take off on your new adventure with this group?
Well, I've got everything with me in my pack, and I ain't really got the money at the moment to buy anything, so...
I'd say Cookie probably would have left you with some extra cash. We'll say like 20 gold.
Yeah, probably still not enough for what I'm looking for. But anyways, I'll probably stock up with some of my own rations.
Okay.
Um, you don't need anything for these. No, I'm probably just gonna look either keep Finch or Sir Rowland the Rock Company.
Sure.
Try and get to know the group better.
All right. And Finch. Oh, yeah. Rowland, if you're ready.
I'm looking for plate.
Plate. Easy enough. You get some plate. You're a full knight now. If you want some full plate armor, they will provide you full plate armor.
Can I sell the splint that I've got?
Sure. Yeah, if you wanna, that'll probably take a good bit to find a vendor that wants to buy it. But
sure. I'll send Paul off.
All right, Paul takes your splint in a backpack.
Yeah, it's just super fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's 60 pounds just in a bag.
Yeah. He's just got it yeah. So he goes off to sell that. He'll probably spend most of his day with how slow he's going to be walking doing that.
I don't even care if he gets street value for it. I just didn't want to carry it anymore, and this sounds fun.
Cool.
Wait, Jaden, you didn't need splint mail, did you?
I probably could have used it, but you've already sold it now. It's good. It's good.
It's all right. I'll get you some for the royal armor.
I only have a basic chain at the moment, so.
I didn't give you any magic items, did I?
Nope.
Nothing? Take some plate mail. Yeah, go for it. You're trained under Cookie, a member of the Perpetual Order of Flame.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Everybody's got plate mail armor. Where's my plate mail armor?
You want some tiny little plate mail?
Perpetual what?
Order of Perpetual Flame.
Okay, all right. I was gonna
just normal plate, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll send you some extra. You should have had some extra stuff. I forgot to do that, but I'll message you later.
Can I get some beer?
Yeah.
Al,
easy. You can go.
I mean, if I with my observant feet, if I saw Roland giving Larsha the orders to get like double, I would
Sure.
take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Get double the amount of beer.
I'm just saying.
Smooth talk her into it. She's a dwarf, so you have advantage on that one. She's like, no.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna spend his time studying that book.
Okay.
So yeah. But I'm gonna need to ask for my share of the gold to do this because I only have 1 gold.
Yes, so you guys would get back to your room and there is a chest of 1,700 gold in it.
We need to keep
splitting this up.
200 for Winfrey's family. And then so we'll 1,500. How do you want to do this, guys?
I'll take a step back and say this is money awarded for what you did in battle.
As I'm going through it, yeah, nobody was offering it to you.
So
you want to do
500
3 ways?
All right,
yeah.
I'm going to take 100 of my gold and push it to Winfrey's mother's purse.
So she's up to 700. I was gonna take my 500 and give Jaden 100.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my 500
And keep it.
and keep it.
Yep.
It's much appreciated.
All right,
Sir Lord.
I am taking the. What did we have for them now? Vox had it was 400 and and then 2. So they're up. Were they up to 6 or 7?
Uh,
The family.
Fuck gave 100, right?
Yeah, I gave 100.
All right,
So
so
300.
they're up to 300. All right, to keep track of this, I'm just gonna put 3. No, I'm gonna do it all in platinum.
Sure.
So divided by 30 platinum, and that is how I will remember.
All right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You'd probably just write it in your notes or something real quick.
I write a lot of stuff in my notes, but finding it.
That's
Yeah.
challenge.
Hey, I've got a new system, and I'm working on it, but it's in its very infancy, and I have no idea how I'm going to manage tracking combat with it. So now I'm like, am I doing 2 systems? Combat system over here, and then a note-taking system?
Who knows?
Fuck my life. Anyway, I love it. Keep going.
So you guys. Yeah. Okay. You guys divide up the gold. Paul and Larsha go out to do some shopping. Fuck, you convinced Larsha to buy some extra ale. No problem for her. She was raised in a very dwarven family, so she's been drinking since she was 2.
See,
It's a
also
legal
you can
dwarven
add
drinking age.
you can add like a
legal
bouquet of
dwarven
flowers to Larsha's inventory, because Vok would have like bought the flowers to Sweet Talk or whatever, something like that.
I want them to be a big, obscene piece of floral arrangement, like the kind where you go way too over the top for it. But she's like, I have to keep these.
Yeah, she keeps them in water for as long as she can. Eventually, they're like dying, and you guys are like, just get rid of those. She's like, no.
They're just drying them out now. Can I also throw in that, like, maybe we get her some kind of mule and a cart?
Sure.
I know I intend to be mounted. I know Paul will be. For those of you that need or want a ride, like, we should consider that.
Yeah, you guys still have
Where's Winfrey's dog?
Winfrey's wolf, which was named what? Because I always get the
It was
wolf
named
names confused.
Artemis or something like that.
Couldn't remember if that was
it
the
backed up his
monkey
sheet.
or...
No, the monkey was called Gatsby.
Yeah, it was definitely Artemis.
I want to try to be friendly to Artemis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Artemis.
So you guys will go and retrieve Artemis. You see they cleared out a stall, like the whole thing. Like there's no horses around. He's just in one of the horse stalls, and he does okay because he's familiar with you guys. But you can definitely see without Winfrey around, he's.
Hey, wait. I'm hoping I smell kind of like Winfrey holding the book.
Yeah, he like smells the book, but you can definitely see he's a little.
I kind of slowly start taking my shield out, kind of.
Fine. He's only killed one person.
There's also the matter. I know it's getting late. We'll wrap up, but there's also the matter of Winfrey's burial.
Oh yeah, we gotta go do that.
Can we end the session with the Viking send off? And correct me if I'm wrong. Like, if you guys have another idea, I don't know. I don't know why, Vok associates Winfrey with the sea, but he does. So
He was a
So
shipwright.
can't.
So it was
He's a
his
shipwright.
profession.
We can't. It'll slow us down to carry his body with us.
well, originally I was thinking Tempest Landing. If
we should
could
send
get
him
back
off to
there,
sea.
would have been perfect, but that's a lot of time.
It's a month. It's a month travel.
Exactly.
The body would be gross.
By the time you get there, the body's going to be rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least here,
you
if
guys-
we can get a little rowboat, You know?
Well, you're gonna need a slightly bigger rowboat.
Well, yeah,
Slightly bigger
actually,
rowboat,
that's true.
I want to
Um,
try something.
Okay.
Never mind. I haven't read the book long enough. I wanted to attempt like a firebolt.
You can still attempt it. You start going through the motions, but
Yeah.
nothing happens.
I would like to, before it sends off, just kneel down. I look at Winfrey, look at the boat, struggle, for a second, and then grab my tankard and pop the lid and pour a little out. And then, drink a little bit.
I'll leave my bottle of absinthe on the boat.
And, just doesn't feel right anymore. I take my tankard. I'm gonna nestle it, I'm not gonna touch his hands or anything, but I'm gonna try to spend some time getting it so it looks like he's holding the mug.
Yeah.
Just gonna pet Artemis and comfort him.
He's just whining. You guys send the boat off, and an archer was sent for you, and he draws, releases, and you see it cracks through the bottle of absinthe in the boat. Alights as he goes down the river, and you see that it's a clear night, and the stars almost look like he would be falling into infinity. And that's where we'll end.
Nope.
Dope. Fucking yeah.
Oh, damn, rise emotion.
We have Set of Shadows Tuesday, and next Saturday we are gonna be right back here running Dorithian Divide again. So fuck yeah, like and subscribe, do all that shit. And
Yeah.